Many Christians today believe that Jesus abolished God's law. But what if the exact opposite is true? According to the Bible itself, what if Jesus didn't just affirm the law, but actually taught us how to keep it the right way? And what if Paul wasn't preaching against the law at all, but against the false use of it? Jesus says in Matthew chapter 5, verse 17, "Do not think that I came to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them but to fulfill them." The Greek word for fulfill, plerou, doesn't mean to cancel or end. It means to fill up, to bring to fullness, to carry out completely. In other words, Jesus didn't come to put an end to the law. He came to live it out perfectly, and to show us how to walk it with a changed heart. Just 2 verses later, in verse 19, Jesus even gives a warning. Whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. That couldn't be more clear. God's law stands, and those who teach it and live it are following Jesus' example. Jesus didn't cancel the law, he deepened it. He didn't just say do not murder. He said if you're angry with your brother, you're already guilty. He didn't just say do not commit adultery. He said if you look at a wife with lust, you've already committed adultery in your heart. This shows it's not just about outward obedience. It's about inner transformation. Jesus teaches the law the way God always intended it. Spiritual, deep, and driven by love. But what about Paul? Many quote him as proof that the law was abolished. But Paul says in Romans chapter 3, verse 31, "Do we then make void the law through faith? Certainly not. On the contrary, we uphold the law." And in Romans chapter 7, verse 12, "So the law is holy, and the commandment is holy, righteous, and good." Let's be clear. Paul wasn't against the law. He was against the idea that people could earn salvation by keeping it. But the law itself, he calls it holy, good, and still valid for those who live by the Spirit. Jesus didn't abolish the law. He lived it and explained it. Paul didn't reject the law. He defended it and put it in the right place. If you love Jesus, keep his commandments. That's what he said himself in John chapter 14, verse 15. "If you love me, keep my commandments." So, what do you think? Is God's law still valid? Or has it been abolished? Let me know in the comments. And if you believe more people need to hear this truth, share this video.